So, so I have a little project here now, and my goal right now is to make a Windows XP system. So let's see what I got. I have this thing filled with motherboards. This is a dead motherboard that I have to do something with one day, but that's for another day. Here's the board we have today. Oh, looks like we got a cooler on it and everything. So, we got, looks like actually a fairly full build here. We got a, I think it's a oh no, it's an Athlon 2.4 gigahertz. Got 2 gigs of RAM right here, DDR2, low profile stuff too. Most of this is all scavenged from old PCs. Probably I've spent, I think, less than $5 in every part you're gonna see here. I got an old SATA cable and then an old cable. For storage, we got this guy, an old 80 gigabyte Seagate. If you see, I said bad sectors on the top because it has a ton of failing sectors. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. But should work for fine for this little XP project because I just need a little XP machine to run XP stuff on. It's really not exciting. I need XP for a specific reason. I don't really feel like running a virtual machine because I'm lazy. And I like building stuff out of real hardware. And we have this old junky case laying around that I might as well put to some use. Power supply, I have this ancient 250 watt Bestech. I know it's not great. Some of these, I forget if it's this model or another one, are known for killing motherboards. Then again, I don't care about this thing at all. Let's put some of these parts together and hope it posts. Ooh. I'm gonna see if I have the IO shield. I'm actually pretty sure I have the IO shield for this. This would be pretty awesome if I had the IO shield. I'm gonna go hunt around for that. And see, so here's the thing. We have a stock AMD cooler. It's not the original stock cooler, so it's a random cooler essentially, but it's a newer stock one. We have a, the hard drive 80 gig bad sector SATA plugged in. Got a big fan from an old Dell Optiplex that I stripped. Got the RAM, I got everything. Got a power supply. I'm gonna go chuck it up into my monitor here. Got a VGA monitor. Got some old keyboards here. Got an extra mouse or two. Have a Windows XP install disk here. Got some Ethernet. We'll get some drivers on it. And we're gonna have a little Windows XP system. I think, if I'm right, this PCI Express slot doesn't work for whatever reason. I know it used to. This motherboard's been kind of funky. This is the motherboard that's kind of funky, but just always works for whatever reason. I'm gonna hope it just continues working. The only other weird thing is you have to have a fan plugged into the CPU fan header with this motherboard. Many will complain, but this one, it will actually shut off if it doesn't detect a fan, which is kind of annoying. So we got, here we got a USB keyboard. You don't need a mouse if you know how to do all the alt stuff. We're using the integrated GPU, which is an NVIDIA 6100LE. TLDR, it's a fairly bad graphics card from quite a few years ago. And it looks like we got a power cord here, which I think is plugged into something. We'll find out. And here. If I'm right, it's not on right now. This cable has to be in right, because this is what tells it if the fan is spinning. I think it pulses twice per RPM. I did a ton of... That's spinning. I don't know. That fan isn't spinning down there, but I'll work on that in a little bit. And yay, it's working! Escapes for the boot menu. I know this guy can boot off USB. Floppy disks have failed. F2 to continue. Oh, the time and date is wrong. Let's reboot it and change the time and date. Looks like we're just gonna be filming the whole thing. Oh, ear, that's loud. The wire likes going in the fan, so if we go F1 for setup, I'm gonna try to stabilize this in post. Yeah, when I say this board always just seems to work. I'm right about that. Really? The date and time is fairly close? What time is it here? Where is my phone? So currently it is 14:17, so it was 5 hours off. That's it. Not bad. 2 gigs of RAM in here. Oh my gosh, that thing's loud. Has a 2006 BIOS on it. PCIe, I've tried every graphics thing I can. I can't get it to work. Stays off. You know, I'm not going to touch that. I don't know. Exit. I'm going to say exit saving changes. We're going to exit. I don't know who has a black window and a black shadow. Those always look weird, but who cares? It works. And ESC for boot menu. I don't, if I'm right, the last thing that drive was used for is a RAID array, so it wouldn't have any useful data on it. Anyways, floppy drive has failed. Okay, please don't have that on boot every time. I think there's probably a way to enable that. And we have the generic flash drive. What is it doing? What is it doing? I have no idea what it's doing. And here we are. Here's the blank drive, the 80 gig drive. We're gonna format it. I'm gonna do a quick format because I'm lazy and I don't want to spend a few hours. And essentially Windows XP's installs are a bit different than most other ones, where it copies all the files over, makes it bootable, and then you reboot and actually install everything then. So you have this really crummy GUI, or TUI I guess, text user interface. So now it's copying the files. This takes a few minutes. Once it's done doing this, you're going to reboot it, remove the USB or CD. You can boot off of that drive and it's going to give you all the install options. We'll show you that in just a minute. And you can see all the files it's copying here. It's decompressing and copying them. Ton of DLL files. Not that used to how exactly Windows works under the hood. I'm more used to how Linux does it all under the hood. But, you know, yeah, live in a Windows world. You gotta learn how to use the sucker. So, it's done being recorded to right now. Yeah, so this guy's here. He's, everything's installed on him. I got him ready. I changed the hard drive setup a little bit. Yeah, is this in focus? Of course it's not, because I'm doing the video work. Okay. Oh, I can't just hit enter now? So I can log in, and then I have to type in my password, which is my name. It's like I have a firewall, you can't do anything. So it's logging in. There you go. I installed a ton of stuff off of Ninite for fun. I was curious what's all up here. So the first thing, okay, Windows XP. I chucked another hard drive in it, so my computer. There you go. You can see that's actually a ton of crap here. So, what is that disk management? No, I don't want a stinking tour of XP. Disk management.msc. This is not changed at all. You can't do snapping, which I miss. But realistically, there you go. I put two 2TB hard drives in it for fun. Because, you know. Oh my gosh, if that's why it restarted last night, I'm pissed to install an update. Really? They keep making updates? Oh my gosh, it's gonna bug me about this last update. And you know what the last update, all it does is tells you that Windows XP has no more updates. So it's like I'm turning that off. Okay, it's been 14 years. Windows updates gotten worse. And that was annoying in XP. Oh no, okay. So like, here. I don't know what I'm supposed to show. It's XP, it installed fine. It installs like XP, you just kind of hit enter like every other OS. It's surprising how usable it is for being like 14 years old now. Yeah. Yeah, Minecraft. Minecraft actually plays on here reasonably well. There's a ton of graphical bugs for whatever reason on this graphics card. I don't know why, it just adds bugs. I can remote desktop into it, it works on Active Directory. If I want to chuck it on a brand new Active Directory server, it works fine, which is like, okay, they still have support for all this type of stuff. Yeah. And then I'll show you, unblock. Okay, I'll show you the big feature I was here for. The big reason I wanted this, and I was mainly doing it to mess around, but the big thing I was also doing on it is IE. This guy is IE6. The thing is, ask me later, in 2.1. Here, let's remote desktop into it and I can show you. Let's just show Minecraft because you can't do that. Yeah, why do I want to play multiplayer? Single player. Yeah, I made this. So here's Minecraft here. What does Control-Alt-Delete do on XP? Does Control-Alt-Delete on XP just open Task Manager? I think it does. Yeah, that's all it does. So they've changed that. Surprisingly enough, even with the GeForce 6100 LE, which is a fairly bad iGPU, I don't know how good it was back then. It was a low end. Probably fairly bad back then, horrible today. You can see if I bump down the settings, it would be playing a little bit better. Right now it's 2 FPS. And surprisingly enough, if you look at it, it's CPU limited. It's not GPU limited. CPU is being maxed out, which kind of surprises me. So let me remote desktop in so you can actually get a better picture of what's happening without me holding a shaky camera. I'll show you what I mainly wanted this guy for. So this is one of the main reasons why I did this. If you see here, I have a video session into the server. This is a standard, it's IMPI that apparently requires XP, but you can see this is the computer. If I rebooted it, I can go into the BIOS here, I can do everything I need without ever having to touch the physical unit. So as long as I keep this little IMPI DRAC thingy plugged in, I can do whatever I want. Problem is, I can only get it to work in XP. It works perfectly fine in XP. Can't work in anything else. I've tried quite a few OSs, 7, 10, Linux, Mac OS 10, the Java one, the ActiveX one just doesn't want to work. So that's great. Here, and also, just for fun, I'll run a few benchmarks to kind of see how bad this guy is, just for your pleasure. So if I'll run Cinebench for you and show you how Cinebench does on here. Here's a Cinebench score of 0.52 and 11.5 for comparison. I think my laptop here, right now that I'm using, gets 400 to 500 on an i7 quad-core mobile. So yeah, that's pretty bad. I won't run OpenGL because it's running an ancient graphics card, but it does exactly what I want it to do quite well, which is this. Which is, I have IMPI now into another server. So right now you can see, if I hit continue, I can actually install an OS onto a system over the network. Now yes, this is kind of screwy, but I can only get it to work on IE6 in Windows XP. So, you know, something's better than nothing. This is actually quite convenient for installing operating systems on that specific server. And also, I've always wanted to mess with XP a little bit more. It's kind of interesting. So, thanks for watching this quick video about this XP system I just made. And if you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe.